to Monroe, Louisiana, home to the ULM Warhawks. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the UL Monroe Warhawks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Warhawks will get us started with the opening kickoff.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Rides to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, that is a picture-perfect start for this defense. Number one objective, get off the field even better. Third down, force them into a passing situation. You win, you hit the quarterback. Nice start by this D.
And the Golden Eagles will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So Louisiana Monroe's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Terrell. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Field goal is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
He'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a third and lots of work to do. It's complete to the left.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
He's got great speed. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Warhawks! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. When he let that go ahead and signal touchdown. He knew it was safe.
And most of the time, you hear about those 50-50 balls out wide. Nowadays, with these guys that are so big and strong and so good at going and getting the ball, it's more like 80-20. And you can see just so hard to defend the fade route.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got him downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. He's got it on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Monroe has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Caught in the backfield, it's Mayo. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Warhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Fires to the big fella.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
To throw, it's Isaac. Good timing on the quick out. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Golden Eagles want to crank the tempo.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got his man. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
What a throw by the QB. You think about it, you don't have much space near the sideline, and he put that thing right on the outside of the sideline where his receiver could go make a play. Not only does he make the play, I'm pretty sure he got a foot in bounds, and that's a great touchdown catch. What a playmaker.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UCLA. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds its way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Warhawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Warhawks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Working that left side now. Touchdown, Monroe! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Quickly out to the tight end. And the Golden Eagles headed quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're just continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Quick handoff. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're facing a 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Isaac. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
The Golden Eagles will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Takes it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. To the air on 1st down. finds the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gunner. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The back open in the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Warhawks are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He wants to throw it again. Fires left. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Bring in the heat. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, Warhawks! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UCLA. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Isaac. He's gonna let it go. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Golden Eagles line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Run it with the fullback. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out, because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time, don't say much. And then you give them the football, and occasionally you get some big plays like this, and they hit somebody so hard they got snot bubbles coming out of their nose.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun to give to the back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They'll send out the kicker here. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harper. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Isaac. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. The sure hands, it's Washington. That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds. The Golden Eagles will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
And the Warhawks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Monroe. Once he got some room, it was over.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Harper. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me?
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Isaac. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. And the Golden Eagles decide to punt it away. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves one great broadcast so far today there in Monroe. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And just like that, let's head back to our team inside Malone Stadium.
The Golden Eagles will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Bunch formation for these receivers. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They'll give it to him again. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the back. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stepped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. The Warhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd. Got it in the middle, it's Terrell. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
I got to be honest, guys, I'm a little surprised by the coverage on that play. It's 3rd and short. You can't allow a hitch route to pick up the first down. You've got to have way tighter coverage than that.
To the ground with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points.
Touchdown, Warhawks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Ohio State is just getting blown off the field right now in Columbus, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. They're trailing by 14 to UCLA. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Isaac. They're setting up the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Golden Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get it through the air. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. He had him on the crossing route and he dropped it. The Golden Eagles send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep.
To kick it away.
Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Makes the catch. It's Mayo. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Give to the fullback. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And the fullbacks, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back, but occasionally you slip it to them, and you probably don't do it too much and don't make a living off it, but when you get a nice little chunk like this, maybe you find another way to give him the football.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
The Warhawks are marching down the field. Motion from the wideout. Fullback's got it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Warhawks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll send the back in motion. Here's a heat. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Thrust that arm out. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration.
Touchdown, UL Monroe! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys wanted to make a statement. The statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop it. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Harper. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Pulls it, fired complete. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. To the air. It's Isaac. Quick completion on the out route. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
Brings up 2nd down.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Louisiana Monroe has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. He'll keep it himself. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it downfield. And he reels it inside the 30. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but
converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. And the Golden Eagles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Touchdown, Southern Miss. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Gives it on the option.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
On the play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push the guy backwards and make some holes?
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Warhawks are flying down the field. Try to get it to the edge. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field. 3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They needed less than a yard, didn't hesitate, didn't think about the field goal. Probably a little long for that, but they get the first down.
And now that you've got it and a fresh set of downs, look at where they are in the field. You're sort of in that fringe area. There are a lot of coaches that like to take shots at this specific juncture of the field. Let's see what the offense does.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Back to pass. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Warhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Puts it out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a man miss. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Warhawks! They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Ohio State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here and throw in the towel. Stop this fight. They're trailing by 21 to UCLA. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quick completion to the right. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Golden Eagles will send out the punt unit. Let's see what he can do with it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Give to the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run. And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better, they go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.